Moments ago, President Trump reacting to a judge's decision to throw out Stormy Daniels' defamation lawsuit. Daniels' attorney quick to respond to that tweet. Let's get right to CNN's Abby Phillip at the White House. It is really getting personal at this point, Abby.
It really is, Erica. The president is essentially taking a victory lap after getting that legal victory yesterday in the Stormy Daniels case. And he's tweeting at her in a language that, frankly, I don't think we've ever heard a president use. He describes her as a horseface and says that he is going to be able to go after her and her third-rate lawyer in the great state of Texas. That lawyer he's referring to is Michael Avenatti, who's been representing Stormy Daniels in this case and in the broader issue of whether or not that she was paid hush money in order to not talk about an alleged affair that she says she had with President Trump back in 2006 when he was married and had a child on the way. Now, this case is one that President Trump has not often talked about. He rarely mentions Stormy Daniels, but the defamation case is specifically about a tweet in which President Trump called her a con job. And you'll notice in the tweet he sent today, he used that language again. He says, she knows nothing about me and she's a total con. So President Trump here today, Erica, has nothing on his public schedule. He is in the White House. We don't know what he is up to. What we do know is that he has been tweeting all morning, and he has gone there with Stormy Daniels in a way that he has not gone before. Michael Avenatti, for his part, is responding by calling President Trump a disgusting misogynist and an embarrassment to the United States. Erica.
Abby Phillip with the latest at the White House. Thank you. Joining me now, Crystal Liza, CNN politics reporter and editor-at-large, and Eliana Johnson, CNN political analyst and White House reporter for Politico. And wow, some thoughtful language. I don't even know how we characterize this anymore, but Crystal Liza, I mean, it's at the bottom of the barrel at this point with what we're seeing on Twitter, but here we are.
Yeah, outrageous but not shocking. Which is how I think you can describe a lot of things Donald Trump tweets. Remember that during the 2016 campaign, he was quoted by Rolling Stone as saying, "Look at that face. Is America going to go vote for that face?" talking about Carly Fiorina. Now, he tried to say after the controversy that bubbled up, "Oh, I was talking about her personality, not her looks." But clearly he was. He called Miss America Miss Piggy. Go watch the ad Hillary Clinton ran. Type in mirrors into your internet browser. Watch the ad. It features all of his comments made about women. This is not new. Donald Trump sees women primarily through how they look. He's done it time and time again. He's done it as a candidate. He's done it as a private citizen. He's done it as a president. And now he's doing it again.
He also, Eliana, of course, went after one of his other favorite targets, Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniels' lawyer, who we should point out, too, is not exactly known for his moral high ground on Twitter.
Exactly. I mean, playground insults are the way Donald Trump relates not just to women, but to everybody. He mocked Rand Paul for his height, and recall him saying, you know, he comes up to here on me. And this is the way Donald Trump relates to the world, through childish insults and through branding his opponents, Little Marco, Lion Ted, Pocahontas, which he has revived in recent months. And it's extraordinarily effective. We see his opponents on defense, Elizabeth Warren, the latest, responding to these insults, I think, which is perhaps the most shocking thing and a lesson that Donald Trump has taught the American body politic. These things are effective, as childish as they seem.
He's also, in many ways, taught both the public and politicians in this country that fighting back typically does not work. And Crystal Liza, in the case of Elizabeth Warren, Eliana, thank you for the perfect transition. I mean, who's winning at this point? Did this DNA test backfire for her?
I mean, look, we're 24 hours out from it happening, so let's put that in as a caveat. But I would say, looking at it today, yes. I don't think Trump's response is any big secret. I wrote a piece today in which I said if it had come out that the DNA test showed that she, Elizabeth Warren, was half Native American, Donald Trump would still attack it as a phony DNA test. I mean, that's who he is and what he does, to Eliana's point. That said, I think what Elizabeth Warren was really trying to do was reassure Democrats. Say, look, I know that this is a thing that I didn't handle well in that 2012 Senate campaign. I'm going to put it all to rights now. You don't need to worry about me. If I'm the nominee against Donald Trump, he's not going to be able to get me on this. I don't think that what we saw yesterday in the idea that she's between 164th and 1,024th, I think I have those numbers right, Native American. I don't think that that does the trick. I think the statement from the Cherokee Nation Secretary of State, Chuck Hoskin Jr., is problematic for her, too, essentially saying the DNA test is bunk. I feel like that no one learns this lesson. Marco Rubio, remember those 2 days, I know Eliana remembers this, those few days during the 2016 campaign when Marco Rubio tried to get down in the gutter with Donald Trump, talking about his hand size. You never win. When you go down in the slop with the pig enjoys it. Donald Trump, he masters that level of politics. You are not going to win a political knife fight with Donald Trump, and yet time and time again we see these people engaging in it.
Eliana, another interesting lesson, and I take this from a tweet from Jim Messina, who, of course, was the campaign manager for Barack Obama in 2012. But in his reaction to this, he ends that tweet by saying, why can't Dems ever stay focused, pointing out, why did she need to do this 22 days before the midterms?
Yeah, it was very clear that in releasing the results of this DNA test, Elizabeth Warren was not thinking about November of 2018. She was thinking about November of 2020, and she made very clear that she has her eyes on that prize. The other takeaway from this was that Elizabeth Warren, in thinking about 2020, takes very seriously Donald Trump's childish mockery of Pocahontas, and she sees that as a major vulnerability going forward. So for people who simply dismiss Trump's playground insults, at least one Democrat is taking it very seriously.
Eliana Johnson,
you can hate them, but they work. Eliana's right.
There we go. Last word for Chris Cillizza. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.